Hey, what's up guys? I thought I'd just do a little overview on Aya Spellcards. So let's just start with 1SC. So for pressure, you usually do 668, 246, 1SC. And it doesn't do that much spirit damage, but at least you get the pressure reset right. Otherwise, there's not many uses, you can't really use it mid-screen. I mean you could, but it doesn't really lead anywhere. Otherwise, there aren't really many combos. You can do combos against some characters, just like this. But yeah, I mean, you don't need to. You don't need to use it at all like that. Since you have combos that do 2.6k anyway. So, but if you're low on spirit, I mean, I guess it works. Otherwise, there's like, if you do unsafe stuff like 66C, you can usually just pop 1SC and most characters can't really punish you, so it can be pretty good. 2 on 4, it doesn't, it's not a pressure reset or anything, but it makes you 2 on 4 safe, so not too bad. Otherwise it's good for stuff like weather, so you can control weather with it pretty easily and safely, and it's so cheap, so you just pop it. If the next weather is typhoon and you're really low on health, just go up and pop it and you get the next weather. So yeah, moving on to 2SC. So this card works as pressure both mid-screen and in corner. So usually you want to go for maybe 6 or 3A to 3SC or 236 into the 2SC. So let's say they wrong block the 3A into 6C. Then you can just pop your 2SC and it's all safe and they can't beat it at all. And look how much spirit damage that does. So usually if you have some 2As in, just like that, you get the crush and you get one hit and the corner carry, which is pretty good. And it works in corner as well. So usually in corner, what you have to think about is you might not get all of the hits, but if you space yourself correctly, like use it right there, so not use it like this, then you get more hits, of course. But even if you just use it straight in corner, okay, that whiffed, but let's see. So just like this, you're still plus, so even if they BE or anything, you can still just catch them with 4-5A or 6-6A, whatever, it all works. So yeah, other than that, you shouldn't really use it for combos, but if you're gonna kill, if you feel like your 6-6A 2-for-6 isn't gonna kill, you can just pop the 2SC, get some extra damage. Yeah, 2k, it's not that bad for Aya. Yeah, so it's just really good card. You have to watch out though, because if they right block, usually they can BE that, and since you cancel it from a bullet, you can actually cancel it like this, and then what happens is they just BE and then they can fly down to punish you, something like that. So you have to really react to if you get the wrong block or not. Otherwise, like a lot of people still respect it, even if you do it like this. So yeah, it should work most of the time. Yeah, it's pretty good. So moving on to 3SC. So this is usually only for corner pressure. It doesn't work mid-screen, but it's the same setup as the 2SC. just some things you have to be careful for. So if you just do something like that, and it does more spirit damage than 2SC. So if I just do like this, it should do 4, yeah, something like that. And just like 2SC, if you're at the correct distance, even if they BE, you can far 5A them or mix it up with going up with 2A or something like that. But yeah, what you have to be careful for is if you're too close. Okay, I wasn't close enough. But so this one is safe. I mean tight from 2v6. So you can just 2A, 2v6 and then pop it if you feel like they're not gonna grace the 2v6, right? But if you 2v6 too far into corners and pop it, then you don't get as many hits and you probably will get punished as well a lot of the time. Another thing to be careful about is if you push yourself too far, so about this range, and then you free A and do the right thing, right? But since your far 5A doesn't reach, it's just a free border escape for them. Usually you won't have time to go up and catch them either, and 6-6A is just the hitbox is just, there's nothing, you can't catch people with that. So yeah, there's that, and well, 2-on-4 works. They can BE it before the free SC, but usually people don't do that, right? Otherwise, for combos, it usually goes just like this, and then you follow up with that, or there's a more difficult version where you 6C and then 2-on-4 and J8A, but you don't really need to learn that. It's not that much difference in damage, and it's just much more difficult. Otherwise, Tengu Drum will always work, it's really good. And in corner, it's a little bit more difficult to combo. So I usually just go for 2v6, just like that, get the knockdown. Because sometimes you don't even know, especially if you get it from a crush, how many hits. Oh, sorry. How many hits you get from it, and how to limit from it, and all of that kind of stuff. So something like this, just depending on how many hits you get. Yeah. But that's about it for the free SC. It's really good. You should really use it. The damage is pretty good as well. So yeah. Moving on to 4SC. So a lot of IS use this in neutral just like this, or as a safe cancel from like 2-on-4 or whatever. It's not that good because it's kind of difficult to catch people when they chicken block this, because you don't really know how many rocks are gonna hit, and since the rocks can hit any time, they can just be, and you won't be ready for it and stuff like that. So what you should do is a 6C or J6C limit combo and 4SC after that. So if we put Yuko to jump here, and I just, okay, this fell a combo, okay, whatever, that didn't happen. So just like that, and then she has a really fast wake up, right? So but I still had time to jab her, so especially if she high jumps, just a jab, and usually the 4SC rocks will just keep comboing. So most people in that situation would actually block. So yeah, and when they block, you get free pressure. And some people want to delay their wake up, so some people just take out, which isn't the best thing to do. it's just too slow. Whatever. Because if they take out, you get infinite 2A, and you can even 6A and 3A, and they will just keep getting pushed onto you, which is pretty good for you. And it's pretty difficult to BE as well. And even if they BE, they still have the rock, so you're gonna catch them eventually, right? And it's especially good if you have Tengu Drum, because it's easier to catch like chicken blocks with Tengu Drum. I don't have it now, but you get the point. So yeah, that's just some things to think about. I mean, neutral activation isn't too bad, and you can change weather with it as well, so yeah, it's pretty safe, but for 4 cards, it's kind of expensive. If you're just gonna get 1 crush and maybe like, yeah, 800 damage, it's not that good. So yeah, try to be wise about it, yeah. So moving on to Illusionary Dominance. I really love this card. It's so fun to use. So it's just mostly a combo, like, damage card. So you have some stuff like J2A counter hit, or just dilate into the ID. Otherwise, it's pretty easy to combo from. You can even do like 668 to 36 to ID. It doesn't do that much damage because the initial burst, it does so quite a lot of proration. So you should try to find stuff like this where it doesn't hit, and you'll get a lot more damage. But I mean, from a 6-6A for 3.5k damage, it's not too bad. It's still pretty workable, especially if they're on low HP and you just get a random hit. It even works on 2A, like, yes, 2A into ID. But yeah, otherwise, you can use it like as a crush card as well. So let's say I get the same setup as the 2SC one, so just do something like this and then 6C, right? And just ID. Because that initial burst actually does 1 spirit orb. Okay, that was awful, but if you get about 50 hits, it does 4.5k from a crush, which is pretty good. So yeah, just gotta be careful when playing Aya, because you don't really want to have a full hand most of the time. You just want to burn through all of your cards, because the more cards you burn, probably the more momentum you will have, since cards will usually force people to BE or get crushed. So when you use a lot of cards, you will just get more cards because you get a lot of meter from all of your combos as well. So yeah, you should try, if you want to use ID, you should try to, if you catch yourself holding it for too long, like fishing for confirms and stuff, you should probably switch it up. But yeah, if you get it out, like 1 crushed orb for and 4.5k damage is just super good. So moving on, we have this card, I don't even know, Macro Burst, I think. It doesn't really have that many pressure options, but it's mostly a combo tool, I would say. So you can combo from stuff like J6A, stuff like that. It's okay damage, but like utility wise, it's not good enough for free cards. This free card is just better. Yeah, I don't know what to say. You could probably get something like this if I fuzzy it is. And then just activate it. I think it should be, yeah, it's tight, but it's very situational. And I don't really see a reason to use it over the other cards. So yeah. So the other free SC, the 2 and 4 one, it goes pretty far. It graces. It's okay against some characters, I guess, if they take a long time to do bullets. Like if you see a Yomu do 2B, you can just pop it, and it's like, yeah, 2.4k damage. But 2.4k isn't that much. You can probably just grace in and just get a real combo instead, and then actually get meter instead of using meter. And the hitbox, it looks big, but it's not that big. I think, yeah, it's just, I mean, it's okay, but it's not big enough to catch a beat or anything like that. And it's pretty slow actually. But yeah, just get some extra damage from some combos, I guess. And moving on, we have the 5SC reversal. It's alright. It's not really what Aya needs, especially since it's a 5SC, because what I talked about with ID, you don't really want to keep your hand too occupied with 5 cards most of the time, and this card will make you do that by just having it. And if you actually want to threaten some people with it, you need 5 cards, because otherwise people know you can't use it anyway. So and it's actually 20 frames startup, which is like one of the slowest reversals in the game. So sometimes people just jab, and you see they start up the jab at the same time as you start up your reversal, and you still just lose. Like it's kind of whatever. One thing is that it is actually ungraceable. So if you have a Suako over you, like just flying over you, trying to JA you or whatever, you can just pop it and they just die. It does decent damage, like 4k. So, I mean, it's not useless, but it's pretty situational, and I would probably recommend to not use it. But there's no, I mean, it's still a reversal. But one thing you can do is use it in Typhoon, like, okay, I messed up. But if you, one more try. I messed up again. Okay, for real this time. How do I do this? I forgot how to do this. Okay, whatever. If you manage to pop it when you're facing the other way, what happens is Aya gets pushed into the opponent, and since it's ungraceable, they'll all get hit by all of it, so it's pretty fun. But yeah, it's just too situational, so it's really whatever. So yeah, otherwise, it's this card. Just die, like you get 2 A's, I guess. That's one thing. It doesn't really work as a cancel either. It's just not good. There are some swag combos, you can try those, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. Just don't touch these cards. I don't know. Daymare, I think this is called. It does quite a lot of damage for a 4SC, especially for Aya, but it's kind of difficult to combo into. You need a 60 wall bounce or something similar like that, because you want them to stay on the ground. Okay, it's still getting hit, but it sometimes hits. Because this one actually aims on their like X position, but not their Y position. It's kind of stupid, but that's how they did it, and it does like no spirit damage either. So yeah, for 4SC it's just, yeah, just don't use it. So yeah, I think that concludes my overview of the Aya spell cards. I think I'll try to start doing some more, like maybe I'll go over the skill cards and some systems and what to think about. And yeah, I hope I didn't miss anything, but I'll write something in the description if I did. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.